me to speak to my people in my tree before I get back to you. So, me wahane. So, and I'm a Jumaya is here. So, a quiet namswa, a buy and a brand, and paying for a Dajman, a brand, and the age you have it. So, the group have been a woman and Katakwan. So, the Bannerman Nana, a Kaswa Jessica. So, every year, you must will. So, no work out a munara. So, a human say a cow won't go on which among me and son will not buy a barco. Yes, there be and Chelsea. So, and Ruha. So, and Ruha. So, I have near sequence at the BM. So, the gas perhaps one the Bema Yansu Kania near the perform. So, yes, there be I buy my primary. So, I say the Aqualewa Asantehene no person or the bar. So, I can't make me no. So, the bar, why Asantehene? So, the dating one also say hand or paper.
Otumfo osei tutu otekokko so ena enra ewo eye gensa eye energy eye gas pipeline na abepiem ewo eye kumase a omo ekobie ano ewo eye anwoma so eho na eno ena eye otumfo osei tutu ebo eye ne nana eye honorable eye Matthew Puku prempem kire eye Napo obo na baso se waye adwuma so pa. Because a brown and I just say, or they this gas air pipeline about the PM commercial. Now, man for cassette, why this kedi, why you see, what's this has me now, or tea, and some more kind and the fire and the dish here, a year Napo, a year Matthew Puku Prempeh. What in almost to say, and some more and then the newspaper, and them social media, and then I'm ha. No, that's more mechanic say, a year, the nana, what bought at my son. Etimi ejina pinti atrese o Ghana ni asa atrese o ya Asantehene mapa etimi eye gas pipeline no ababa bepiem Asantehene mu ha ebeboa ema eye kane ho nsensem bibia ebetimi akosode a na ne omo a omo keka ansem ti ano they have to be very very careful na no na manfo beka say asema eye Asantehene ko kan ye it means say wa endorse eye Napo say omeye eye validate mfama eye NPP amano ko no yenti utumfo osei tutu.
Me to speak to my people in my tree before I get back to you. So, me wahane. So, and I'm a Jumaya is here. So, a quiet namswa, a buy and a brand, and paying for a Dajman, a brand, and the age you have it. So, the group have been a woman and Katakwan. So, the Bannerman Nana, a Kaswa Jessica. So, every year, you must will. So, no work out a munara. So, a human say a cow won't go on which among me and son will not buy a barco. Yes, there be and Chelsea. So, and Ruha. So, and Ruha. So, I have near sequence at the BM. So, the gas perhaps one the Bema Yansu Kania near the perform. So, yes, there be I buy my primary. So, I say the Aqualewa Asantehene no person or the bar. So, I can't make me no. So, the bar, why Asantehene? So, the dating one also say hand or paper. So, a human and all. So, na gas pipeline of Africa, you see, any years here, the paper. So, na any infant cuisine in the So, what I did to you near the Cosio. So, yes, you have a cania bear for a more being your cacra with you. So, and now, a group of yours, I'm a friend of CC, my friend Nayan Pope, that there are some records, my friend made men and my best, there are some records. So, the free Bisham and Piam, yes, I can present the dinner. So, then I mentioned there, and no, not now, so I'm at the CC has it. So, Gidia woman say, I'm Pastor Hannah was a bench in the CC. So, what I said, and they Mrs. Yemi, the Amidai. So, Me background, me too much credit, man, because it's not just me back. Me credit. So, and I'm at me nane I didn't want to. So, where the any answer in Mr. None, who recommend more quiet, the fast of the Guamagana, my apostle. So, now Santiman to apostle, they free her question, baby, and so Yakani and the gas. So, and so, if I be to say, Debbie, so, now, Sikama, or from, so, yeah, bounce up Guamagana, so ye. So, I say, didn't you need a sequence? So, I don't think I'm better moving the entire. A wahaya, yin and I, nay, try ye see us, and I am for brow on the pay. So, and very grand was as an old papa and a toy minister, a getting a woman and so young ones and never payment. Yes, so. As old papa will be a minister, getting on no crowd, you was a never payment here, one night. So, so, now I'm thinking, I may, they're gonna see us a woman, this and pass it, yet the bar be. So, I'm a name never has to say, you who
after 2 4 say to Ekasai no and Napo, or one can also SJ a year a mountain podium no and then also a Sembia also a car at a far home as I see to say send ye a year Nura Akano Sa and an answer send your mouth for is sabotaging no way at the far waiting you say we see what just can you say chance me nadia in fact no creepy
and back to Tema to ensure that industrialization will be driven by cheap energy fueled by gas. What they have done was to create the atmosphere where private sector capital will bring the pipeline to Kumasi faster, cheaper, and more efficiently, and ensure that under the reign of His Excellency Nana Addo Akufo-Addo, a lover of Ashanti in all forms, this project happens. Because many projects are conceived and they do never happen. But we had to ensure that this project happens during the reign of His Excellency Nana Addo Akufo-Addo. I must say on that note that there are people that I have to thank for their services to the country. I've mentioned His Excellency the President, His Excellency the Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, who is the chairman of the economic management team, who envisioned that the pipeline will move all the way from Pristia through mining communities, including Asantehene. That conception had already been done before I got to the ministry. I have to thank my colleagues in the ministry before me, Minister Amewu, Minister Oreku, who had worked tirelessly to ensure that this happened. Probably the only reason why Nana Nyampong and Bafo J would say I conceived. The first time I ever spoke to Bafo, he was in America. And he was of the first view that the pipeline should go from Asantehene and come to Kumasi. And I challenge you that whoever says it's possible is a liar. He doesn't know the topography, the spatial build of between Asantehene and Kumasi. And anybody who tries to build a pipeline there will suffer enormous cost such that the project will not become bankable. So I asked him to try other pathways, but to go through less built up area and get to Kumasi, and for that matter, KNUST as quickly as possible. My resolve was based upon the fact that 2 of my technical advisors, who are here, and I'll congratulate very soon, assured me that technically they needed a generation center in Kumasi to enable even Gridco to transmit efficiently across the canal and reliably. That is Ebenezer Gridco Port, Brigo Chief Executive. Thank you. But could you stand up so that people recognize you? And the VRA Chief Executive, who's been my very good friend for years. We have a lot of battles in the office. But yes, he came around to support the idea that he was prepared, Jeff, he was prepared to relocate a Mary plant to which we had given over to VRA to ensure that power generation starts as soon as the pipeline gets here. And indeed, these 2 people have always come to my office to assure me of their support. So this project has happened because of private capital because of hard-working technical people and our good self. I only facilitated and made sure that people fall in line, right? You will fall in line because the project had to happen. But the person who spiritually, physically, morally has made me what I am also decided to back the project. That is Her Majesty Otumfuo. He alone is the one who calls and tells me and puts me straight, right? He says, Napo, it has to happen, and it will happen. Once he has said it must happen. So if today we are here, we should thank all the good people working in JENSA, all the good people who work in the Ministry of Energy, all the advisors, technical and everything, who have made sure that today we have such a project. The benefits of this project is not seen by today, but very soon. The projects, the number of jobs it would make happen in Asantehene. Like now, when we look on our right, if you are sitting on your left, AXA Power and AXA Energy is going to build a huge plant also to serve to create power in Kumasi. VRA itself has started. In fact, it has other plants it's going to bring to Kumasi. And also Senate is also bringing plants. I know they've bought a plant to also come and locate in Kumasi. Very soon, there's so much power to help industrialization in Ashanti and beyond. When you go into the history of Ghana, Ashanti for years was the hub of industrialization in the country called Ghana. And surely, under the Nana Osetutu, Otumfuo Osetutu II, Ashanti will come back as the industrial hub of this country. Thank you, and God bless us all.